obviously we had a terrible start, and dug such a big hole that we just couldn't get all the way out of it. I thought we made a lot of mental errors in the first half, and those were very costly because Louisiana Tech has a good team, and good teams make you pay for mistakes. And so we get into the second half, and we get it back where I thought we could still win the game at the half, and we get it back to 6, but we got no timeouts left to manage the end of the game, and just got outplayed and didn't play well enough from the start to have a chance to win it at the end. Questions?
Mark, did at the start, is there anything to explain? Was it more you guys or more them? Or?
I don't want to take anything away from their team. We gave up 3 3-point shots on something we covered yesterday, we covered this morning, we covered in the pregame. We just mentally, we just weren't as attached as you have to be beat a good team, and so we're going to take responsibility for making errors, and then give them credit for making the open shot we gave them.
Or did you worry about losing these guys in the middle of the game like that in terms of just getting back into it like you did?
No, I told them at the half, I said, if you just dig in, you can win the game. And I've got a lot of faith in this team. We've been very competitive all year. We just took us, the bus had to run over us 5 times before we started playing,
Charles, how about, their pressure? I know you knew that was kind of their MO. Would anything surprise you about it, or what do you make of what happened early?
I just didn't play well. I didn't take care of the ball in the beginning at all. I just got to do a better job at that.
Charles, how big was JJ coming off the bench again today?
He was tremendous. I mean, he's been good for us this whole season. He's a great player, and he stepped up big time.
Mark, I know obviously the loss still fresh, but do you think over the next short stretch you'll be able to look back at this season and everybody will feel pretty good about what this team accomplished?
I think that what I told the players is that it's hard to understand today because you lost the game, but I thought they restored a great deal of pride in Georgia basketball, and that to win 20 games, to finish second in the SEC, to advance in the postseason, I think that they did some things that they should feel good about, and we should all feel good about it. I'm not happy with how we played today, and I'll probably never get over that, but I do think this team did a lot of really positive things, and I think that the support from our fans, I think, show that they appreciate it too. So, I think I'll be able to look back and say that.
Brandon, how did you see how the game started? Was there anything, y'all not in it enough, or was it more technical?
Like Coach said earlier, just not dialed in. You could kind of tell out the gates. A lot of players, heads wasn't in it, and it showed early, and it really showed down the stretch.
Coach, something you mentioned yesterday was Louisiana Tech's strength with the press. How frustrating is it for you guys to, you kind of went in the game knowing that was what would hurt and still kind of hurt you?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we played hard, but it's the mental errors that we made today that are just costly. When you advance, and everybody's a good team now, so they make you pay for those. So, we're very frustrated with it. I mean, they had 16 points in the first half, I think, off of our turnovers, and they had none in the second half until the very bitter end. And so I was very frustrated because we knew it was coming, and we just didn't respond well. And sometimes you get beat, and give their kids credit. They had us disrupted, and then they were shooting every ball in.
You were able to get Louisiana Tech in some early foul trouble, and then they got 2 guys that come off the bench and give them a huge lift. What role did they play and kind of help build that lead to halftime?
Well, we've been a very good defensive and rebounding team, and at the half they're shooting 58%, and they're out rebounding us. And so no matter who was in the game, we weren't guarding them like this team has been able to defend all year, and that really was as big a key as us turning the ball over. We just weren't getting the stops, and so therefore they were able to set that press every time, and their bench players were good. I thought all their players did a nice job.
What did you think specifically of the play of Chris Anderson down low and all over the place? 5.
Yeah, he's a good player. He did a nice job for him. He really did. They have a good team. They got a complete team.
Brandon, as you kind of look back over the season, how much do you think y'all be able to take what you accomplished this year into next year and build off it?
Yeah, most definitely. I think we're gonna have a great team next year, and we have a lot of guys returning and making it this far, and it's just a real big bonus for us. And I think we're gonna be able to build off of it and get better this summer and come back ready. And looking forward to accomplishing more next season.
Charles, same question.
I agree with Brandon. We made a lot of progress. We progressed a lot this year. The sky's the limit, and I'm looking forward towards next year and what we got coming back.
Any other questions?
Thank
Appreciate all you guys.